Salete. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm here to talk to you about ancient Roman culture, history, and the Latin language. I first studied Latin in the 6th and 7th grade, then Spanish in high school, and then I majored in German and minored in French and anthropology in university, after also majoring in art for a while. On this channel, I plan to focus on ancient Roman, Greek, and Egyptian history and culture, as well as doing some videos on the Latin language. I will be comparing and contrasting how things were done in ancient Roman times, and talking about how many things haven't changed all that much, and how many terms and ideas we still use. For example, while we may not hang out in the Roman Forum, the internet has many themed web forums. Books have changed a bit from scrolls, but our internet browsers still use scroll bars. They had elaborate hygiene and self-care rituals, including various moisturizers and exfoliating products for the skin. Of course, some other practices have been phased out for good reason, like using lead in makeup and wine. Ancient Romans dyed their hair, wore wigs and makeup, and the Stoic philosopher Epictetus is considered the main philosophical father of modern psychology's cognitive behavioral therapy. Many of the ideas of the Stoics were very practical, and completely different than the modern idea that being stoic means repressing your emotions. I plan to make videos discussing jewelry, hair, art, makeup, textiles, and to make video tutorials on how you can make your own replicas of scrolls, wax writing tablets, jewelry, and clothing. I'm wearing a tunic I made for this purpose right now, but I plan on adding to it and discussing the tunic, the stola, the palla, and different types of togas. Most of the cheap costumes you find online that call themselves togas are really tunics. And to make a toga, you need many yards of fabric. I figure you need about 7 yards of fabric to fully wrap it around yourself. I've been researching the practice of children wearing bullae as well. These were usually worn by young boys, though some sources mention girls' bullae. They were pendants or lockets, and they could be decorated and contain amulets to ward off evil and give the child good luck and health. Many videos show you how to make a bulla by making a felt sack on a string, but I will be exploring various other methods like leather and metals. When I took Latin in middle school, our teacher had each of us decorate a wooden bulla. I will also be talking about ancient art and pottery and demonstrating how the paints were made. Many ancient paints used pigments made from ground-up minerals. Some of these were highly toxic, such as orpiment and lead, and safer alternatives exist today. Others are fairly safe, like semi-precious stones, which were powdered and used for paint and makeup. Lapis lazuli, which is a blue semi-precious stone, was extensively used for things like jewelry and mosaics, and could also be ground to a fine powder for use as eye makeup or paint pigment. Even though Latin is considered a dead language, we can learn a lot about how languages work by studying it. A large percentage of English words have Latin roots, even though English is considered a Germanic language. The Romance languages include Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Romanian. They are named for the Latin word Romanicus, which just meant Roman. When the Roman Empire was at its peak, Latin was spoken all over Europe for a few centuries. In the 5th century or so, the Roman government began to collapse, which led to regions becoming more and more closed off from each other. The languages also started to change over the years, and they ended up being considered distinct languages rather than just different dialects. Many years ago, my Latin teacher taught us with the Ecce Romani books. These were fun books for young students because they taught Latin using stories and had sections on Roman history and culture. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more videos. Hit the bell to be notified of new videos, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions about what you would like to see.